Cinda Camiloni, a senior at Olympic High School, and this is part 3 in a video series discussing teens and their technology usage. In this video, I will be discussing the negative effects of too much technology in our daily lives. The first negative effect that I will be discussing is social isolation. Through technology, we're connected to everybody, so it seems kind of backwards that you can become socially isolated. I mean, we have social media, right? But there's a difference between Facebook friends or Twitter followers and real friends. Real friends made through face-to-face connections give people a sense of closeness, whereas looking at somebody's profile through a screen, it lacks a human bond. And as people become more and more infatuated with their image online, they can tend to put off social interactions with real people. Teens rather stay inside and play video games rather than go to the mall with their friends. Or at lunchtime, instead of talking, they'll all be on Facebook. This kind of thing leads to social isolation. You may be connecting with people online, but in real life, you're very lonely. The second negative effect of too much technology is privacy violation. It's becoming increasingly easier for teens to get access to the internet. With free Wi-Fi at most places and phones and computers in being high demand with teens, it's very easy to have a social media life. And teens do not understand the danger of posting things online. More and more people use things like Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube, and they post their information without realizing that it's not secure. According to the Pew Research Center, a study in 2006 and a study in 2012 showed that the amount of personal information that teens are sharing on social media has increased significantly. People that post online think that it's secure. They think that only their friends can see it, but most of them don't check their privacy settings. And things can get found by people. Plus, there's the whole thing of once you post something online, it's there forever. Teens need to be properly educated and aware of the dangers of online posting and what can happen. Along with the risk of privacy violation, there's the risk of sexual harassment. 26% of online sex crimes against minors were where the offenders found information and or pictures of the victims through the victim's own personal social media. Again, teens need to be aware of the dangers of social media that come with such easy access and such use of technology. Never post something without somebody's permission, casually thinking it'll be okay. And along with the increase of technology needs to come an increased awareness of the dangers of it. The third negative effect of too much technology is cyberbullying. This can happen with or without the internet. There are lots of ways to communicate with people, and with this comes the risk of cyberbullying, whether being involved as a victim or as a bully. It can occur through texting, Facebook Messenger, chats online, anonymous comments on YouTube. Anything and everything can lead to cyberbullying when technology is involved. People have a hard time realizing that there is another human being on the screen. Trolls on the internet think that it's all fun and games, not realizing that some of the comments they leave can actually really hurt people. The Youth Risk and Behavior Surveillance Survey concluded that 15% of high school students had been cyberbullied in the last year, and that cyberbullying has been on the rise. The more access teens have to technology, the harder it is for them to be supervised. and the more likely that they will be cyberbullied. The last negative effect from too much technology that I'll be discussing today is lack of physical activity. Teens need to do at least 20 minutes of physical activity that uses moderate to high exertion at least 3 times a week. And as teens are using more and more technology, this just isn't happening. When teens are using technology, they're usually not being active. They're either camped in front of a TV for hours on end, or staring at a computer screen on the internet, or texting their friends chilling on the couch. Lack of physical activity due to too much technology use can have many effects. The biggest one being weight gain. The more technology you use, which leads to less physical activity, the more chance of being overweight. In a National Center for Health Statistics data brief, the results showed that as weight status increased, the percentage of youth reported 2 hours or less of TV or computer decreased, which shows a correlation between more than 2 hours of TV or computer time and more weight gain. Teenagers are choosing more to use technology indoors and not be active rather than going outside or playing sports after school. Lack of physical activity can lead to other problems down the road as well. It can have an increased chance of various cancers, heart disease, and stroke. These problems may seem later in life, but they can affect teens still. Also, too much technology leading to lack of physical activity has other effects that hit teens right away. Using too much technology, such as TVs, computers, and cell phones, can interrupt sleep patterns. Adolescents that watch 3 or 4 hours of television per day were significantly elevated with a risk to experience problems frequently with sleep in their adult life. Also, that much time staring at a screen is just bad for your body. It can hurt your eyes and cause them to be strained. Being still for too long, hunched over a keyboard, can cause achiness in your spine and your neck, as well as texting can make your fingers cramp up, and constant use of a computer mouse can lead to carpal tunnel. Overall, sitting in one place and using technology for hours on end is just bad for your body. As humans, we're meant to move. And until we can learn to balance technology with activity, it's going to be a problem. In my next video, I will discuss ways to cut back on technology, so stick around for that one.